Hello, this one's gonna be a little bit of a different video. Um, I know that it's kind of been a long time since my last one, and I I always say like, oh, I'm gonna make another video, all this other stuff. But that's kind of the topic for today is a little bit about consistency, but also like knowing what it is that your bare minimums are and like what it is that you need to do every single day. Um, Before I get into that, I am inside of my car right now. I'm at the top of my parking garage. It is very hot outside, so this is gonna be like a pseudo sauna session. Hopefully my camera doesn't overheat, and then also hopefully my mic doesn't have any issues. I also broke my glasses, so I can't really see anything. Um, and I might look a little bit different, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about consistency because I have been training for my marathon, but really the training is more for like everything that I have going on. Like I have a Spartan race that's planned. That's the very next thing that I have. And then I have a half marathon, and then I'm doing a half marathon Spartan race, and then I have the full marathon. After that, I'm planning on doing high rocks races and an Ironman. So it's not just for a Spartan race that I'm training for, but like everything that I want to be able to do in my life. And like those are like my pie in the sky goals, like things that are out there that I can't do right now, but I know that I want to be able to do them. Um and I think it's really important to set goals that are like very long term in the future goals. Because like for this training portion, just to be able to run a half marathon, it's gonna take me like roughly fifteen weeks or so. So 15 weeks, I have to be pretty locked in on like, okay, this is what my diet has to look like. I have to keep looking at it and adjusting like based on the feedback and everything that's happening. And it's kind of like, okay, this is how I performed, or like because I didn't eat enough, maybe I underperformed, so now I need to eat more, or like maybe I need to add more carbs, stuff like that. But then also I'm learning how to progressively overload throughout this process as well. So making sure that I am growing from this training, not just kind of like staying the same, because the point is to be able to do more volume and to be able to take on more load. So having a long-term goal, it gives me like a vision for like this is where I need to be in X amount of time. But then like throughout the weeks, I have to kind of set it up where it's like, okay, this is what I need to do, this is what I need to eat, and then adjust based on that. So um, it is, in my opinion, probably the best thing that you can do in your life is set a goal that is healthy, realistic, and has like a time element to it. Um Again, I'm really just venting. Like I don't have anything like written down, so I might repeat myself, but just kind of throwing that out there. Like I think that that's probably like one of the best things that you can do is like keep a really good goal in mind and stick to it. Um I have been sticking to my physical stuff, but what I really wanted to do was to make videos on this. Um and I think it's okay to set a goal to like make these videos, but like I never really like gave myself a time, or like I didn't want to put any pressure on me, and if like it detracted from my training, then I didn't want to do it. So like that's kind of why I haven't been making videos, but it is important to me, so it is something that I want to bring back into the fold. And then it's kind of like if you have these things that you want to do but it's not working out for you, how do you adjust it? How can you make it a little bit more accessible to you, or like what's a version of doing it that won't be taking on too much? So like for me, I'm just going to do like venting sessions. Like I'm just going to talk through what it is that I've been going through. I'm not going to try to like plan a video. I'm not going to try to like do any crazy editing. I just want to yap about what it is that I'm doing, because it's really just for me in the end. Like these videos are just for me to reflect and talk and work through these things, and kind of like take stock of what it is that's important to me. Um, I also do want to share with people and kind of share my journey, but um, hopefully it does help someone out there. But really, first things first is I have to help myself. So I have to be in a pretty healthy place. But yeah, overall the training's been going really good. I've been really consistent, uh, week to week to week. I'm like on week 9 right now. I've been able to run a lot. My volume has really increased. I think I'm gonna go over that in like a separate video. But yeah, everything's going good. But something else with consistency is like you have to I guess draw a line or create boundaries with people. Um, I've been like hearing a lot of stuff online, like just watching people, and they'll kind of say like whenever you, I guess, lock into doing something or like decide like, hey, it's finally time to like get my life together. Sometimes like you lose your friends, um, or like some people will say like, oh, you've changed because you won't do this or that. And yeah, I guess some people do that. It kind of just depends on your friends. I've never really had that experience where people say like, oh, you changed or like anything like that. It's just kind of like sometimes there's people who want to like try to do stuff, but if it doesn't align with your goals or what you're trying to do, um, sometimes you just have to say no, and that's okay. And like if your friends are really your friends, like they'll be okay with that. Like they'll totally understand, or they'll try to like do something to, like still spend time with you. Like if your friends don't normally walk or run or work out or whatever, but they see that you're walking, you're running, this is what matters to you, and this is like the training, they might want to come work out with you or walk with you. That's like that just shows like they want to spend time with you, and that's really nice. But if not, like that's okay. Like you have to totally be okay with that. Like this journey that you set is, and this is true for like anything, this is what you decided for yourself, and these are the standards that you have to hold yourself to. You can't force anyone else to do what you're doing or to like try to understand what you're doing. Just know that you're doing it for the right reasons for yourself, hopefully. um and stick to that, and it's okay to miss certain things. I would say like don't miss a wedding, don't miss like the birth of a child or anything like that, but it's okay to miss like some parties or going out, or like you can go to dinner or whatever sometimes, but like if you're not gonna eat, it's kind of like, man, that sucks. And people definitely will say something then, because like that's been my experience, is like, oh, I'm on a different diet. Like I'll try to not say anything, but people will normally be like, Philip, are you gonna get anything? I'll be like, no. And they're like, oh, you're not gonna eat? I'm like, no, I already ate. So it is kind of weird, but it's like people will understand. Just make sure that you are drawing your boundaries, and surround yourself with people who respect those boundaries. If people don't respect your boundaries, they don't respect you necessarily. They might clown on you or whatever. Try not to take it too personally. Like it is what it is. Like that's okay. Um, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's like maybe I'm in a lonely chapter right now, but like I do still have friends, but it's also like everyone's still out doing their own thing. Like I'm old. I'm almost 30 years old. So like people are getting married, they have kids, like they live in different cities now. So like I understand like at this point in my life, I don't want to be seeing my friends every single weekend, every single day. I don't want to be going out and drinking. Like the meaningful times to me are like things that happen once a month or something like that, and it makes our connection a little bit more meaningful. So maybe that's like maybe that's a commentary on like friendship, but I think that is a more important relationship to me. I don't necessarily like yearn for people's attention or time. Like I'm a very solitary person. I'm very happy just like with myself, by myself, working on myself. But I love being with people also. Like I love my friends, I love my family, I love um community time. Like that stuff is really important, but just make sure that before everything, before you go and do other things, you're meeting your bare minimums to reach your goals. Uh, I'm not saying like weight loss is the top priority. It should be the highest thing on everyone's mind. But if it is to you, then yeah, you need to make sure that you're doing that first. Um, for me, it's like it's the training, it's work, it's like side projects, it's seeing my family over in my hometown. So like those are my priorities. But like every single day, I know like what is it that I need to do. I need to go for walks. I need to stretch. I need to work out. I need to run. I need to eat healthy. And then just kind of relax. Make sure that I'm sleeping early. I'm waking up early. Like as long as all of these things are in check, like perfect. The other thing is, if you have people in your life, like say you have a significant other or like you have kids or something like that, I can't really speak to that. I'm single right now. But I will kind of speak to if you have a significant other, or if you're interested in someone, or if you really want to spend time with someone, it's like if you really care, you'll be considerate of that other person first and foremost, right? But like you need to still be doing the bare minimums for yourself. You can't sacrifice what it is that you know that you need to do just because you want to spend time with this person. I know it's hard. I was talking to a guy the other day, and he was telling me like, "Oh man, don't you find it hard like working out or whatever, like being with someone and all this other stuff?" And it's like, yeah, it's tough because like I all I want to do is spend time with my other person, but like you still have to wake up early, you still have to stick to your normal routine, you still have to like do everything that you need to do. And it's like if they're going to be with you like all day, just do it before they wake up. Or like if they don't do what you do, like maybe there's some middle ground in between where it's like maybe they'll go for a walk with you instead of like going to the gym with you, so it's like you still get some type of cardio in. Like try to find a middle ground with your significant other, but then also like if you can wake up before them and do what you have to do before like they even get up, so that way you don't have to worry about like, oh, I can't do this because like I'm gonna be spending time with so and so. It's like if it matters to you, you'll make time, and if they matter to you, you'll make time. Um, just don't like let it stress you out either. I think that being with someone, like this is from my own personal experiences, like I've been a really complacent person where I thought because I was with someone else like that that was it, like I made it, like I have everything that I want. This is exactly what I want. From now on, I'm just gonna coast and try to keep everything the exact same. And like that's not good. You don't want to be the same. If you're, yeah, I'm a firm believer that if you're not growing or if you're not moving forward, you are you are probably moving backwards. I just realized that my mic was turned off the entire time. But anyways, yeah, I'm a firm believer that if you're not moving forwards or if you're not growing, you are moving backwards. Like there is almost no way that you can stay the same. Like it is really, really tough. And you don't want to be complacent with someone. You want to always be growing with them. And like this is just me, like maybe my own relationship advice is kind of like make sure that you're with a like-minded person. Or if you do grow and change and like your frontal lobe cortex kicks in, like have an honest conversation with the other person where it's kind of like, hey, like these are my goals, this is what I want to do, like this is how I want to show up for you and then for myself. Because it's like assuming you're like my age, like life is short, but also like we're young enough to keep doing things, to keep growing, and I want to grow with you. So you just try to make those changes and try to make it fit in both of your lives. Um, but yeah, other than that, I don't know. I have a lot more to say on that subject, but I think that's kind of it for this video, really. Sorry about the audio and the mic not really working, but I just wanted to make this so I could kind of share an update on how I'm feeling personally. I'm feeling wonderful. The workout's going good, the training's going good. My body is really tired. I took a deload week last week, so this week I'm really hitting it again. I have my friend's wedding coming up on Friday. I'm gonna go down to see my family on Sunday. Um, yeah, just looking for a new job. Also, kind of waiting to join the fire department here in Houston. Um, everything's really nice, but also these sauna sessions, like I'm just sitting in my car. I don't know if you can see, but I'm sweating. I think I'm like maybe almost 15% into, or 15 minutes into this session, but I'm planning on being in here probably for like 30 minutes or so. I think this will be maybe like one of the new forms of videos that I do, is like I'm just gonna yap at y'all. I'll give you an update, and I'll kind of give you my thoughts on like what it is that I'm thinking about. I talk to myself a lot, like just like voice memos, just to vent, and I think that's a really good way to like develop your thoughts, to work through like different problems or whatever you're dealing with. So that's kind of what I want to do with y'all, is just sit in the car, have a nice sauna session, because like it's just, I'm just sweating. I'm just sitting here. Hopefully the camera and hopefully the mic don't like have issues with the heat, but yeah, this is a good way to fit one of my goals into one of my daily activities. So it's like two birds, one stone, but really it's like three birds, one stone, because I also get to, well, I get to make a video, I get to sweat, and then I get to talk to you guys. So which is kind of like my therapy. But yeah, that's basically it. If you have any questions, if you want to leave me any feedback, just leave them in the comment section below. But like I said, these videos are for me, and I'm just hopeful that someone gets something out of it. But with that being said, that's everything that I have for this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.